everybody out there. I am back. That's right. I am your host, Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals. It is an interview series that's been coming to you for 9 years now. We're going to have the Big 10, the Big 1-0 birthday next year. And I bring you industry experts from all over the world. They help improve your personal life. They help you grow your business. Today, I tell you I bring you experts. Well, today I brought you the expert, Rob Lange. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show.
Oh, Jessica, it's great to be here. What a fantastic way to kick things off.
That is right. We have to run right into it. Okay, tell us how you became the expert, and what the heck are you the expert in? So talk to us about that story and journey.
Well, I basically help people create the business behind their skills, talents, and abilities. And a lot of people are so focused on their creative aspect, the thing they do, the thing that they specialize in, that some people, believe it or not, find the business aspects of things kind of tedious and uninteresting, and they cut corners and they skip things. So years ago, I started working with entertainers, helping them create the business behind their performing. And that just kind of led to all kinds of other referrals of people outside of entertainment. And basically that's what I do. And some of the people that I've worked with have actually wanted to take their things to a greater level. You know, we all start out as generalists in what we do. Then with some work and effort, we can become a specialist, then an authority, and then eventually an expert. Today, that's kind of a self-appointed title. But I'm a little old school in the sense that I believe there's 11 things it takes to be a true expert. And speaking, of course, is one, and having some proprietary information and using the press and media to position yourself. And that's kind of what I've specialized in, is creating the business behind what people do and showing them how to use these 11 pillars. And the one that I'm most known for is feature, press, and media, how to be featured in the media and use it not just as a one-time PR thing, but more of a platform for yourself and to utilize it for press and media marketing and promotion.
So would you say that most people come to you because they're thinking, okay, I have all these great things to offer. I have created the landing page. I have the website. I have my calendar link. I have the programs. I have the process. I have some workshops. I even have an online course, and I'm working on my book. But what do I do to bring clients in, to be found, to be seen? Is that when people come to you to say, I need this solution, I need this person to support me in taking my business to the next space?
That's really interesting because people come to me at all different times in their journey. If I had my druthers, they would start with me from the beginning and we'd go through it all together. But usually what happens is I have people that are either stuck at getting started, or that have tried and are not getting any traction or not seeing any results. And most of them are overwhelmed. I'm kind of anti-guru in the sense that, they say you need to take this and this program and this program, and there's so many things coming at people that they literally get overwhelmed. And I think one of the things I was known for many, many years ago when I started was saying, let's just slow the roll here and do things in sequential order. There's no point about worrying about things at letter G until we get to A, B, C, D, E, and F, So I think that's a little bit about both. For people that are established, we have to kind of add it and adapt it into what they're doing. And sometimes it always creates clarity, but sometimes we have to break bad habits that have already been established to get back to do it right.
Okay, so when they come to this aha moment, wherever they are in their stages, and they decide, okay, I need the expert in my world, I need to work with them. What is the way that they reach out to you and find you so that they can work with you? What's the next step there?
The first thing I would say is go to my website, which is theexpertexpert.com, theexpertexpert.com. And one of the things that I have is a special report to kind of get people acclimated with what I do and the power of press and media. If they are interested in my 11 pillar program, that's my signature program, The Expert Entrepreneur, that's there as well. And I've got it available in several different formats. We all learn differently. That's something I've learned as a coach a long time ago. So I've got my do it your on your own pace, do it yourself course. I have the course available with 3 months of coaching to help get you going, because there seems to be the most to do and the most overwhelm in the very beginning. It actually gets easier once you get going. So I've got all of that available. And then if you want to work group coaching or one-on-one with me, that's all available at theexpertexpert.com.
All
But you
right.
can get that free report for sure.
Yeah, theexpertexpert.com. Okay, how about of your 11 pillars, give us one tip that someone can use today.
Well, the one I mentioned, starting in sequential order to avoid overwhelm, is the first one. But the second one that I find out with a lot of people is they all operate on a surface level. And I believe that success in anybody's forte is created in the business behind their skills, talents, and abilities. So I think you've got to focus on the business aspect in sequential order, and then go a little deeper. You've got to go deeper than most people do on the surface level to really get an understanding of it, yourself, and how it applies to you and what you want to do with it to get clarity on your message.
I think that's great. Go a little deeper. I love this. I love the 7 levels of why. I've participated in that many times, where you find out what your why is, and then you wonder why and why and why. Down to I'll give you a precursor, a spoiler alert. When you get to the 7th level, there's typically tears involved, because the why is usually at its deepest point in the well.
Yeah.
When you get there. So I love that you're having them really reevaluate what they're up to, so that they can get some clarity.
There's a real honesty that comes out at that point, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. And it's difficult to do,
Yeah.
because you think your first why is the why, and it really
Right.
isn't. So it's definitely fascinating
Yes.
to experience that. How about a nonprofit cause that's close to your heart?
I've always been a fan of kids. I've done a lot of work with the Special Olympics, so they're always there, as is the Children's Hospital.
That's a beautiful one. I love that. I love that. We love to take a moment and a breath to give awareness and just inspire someone to give time, treasure, or talent to a cause they hear about from one of our guests, or just to remember the causes that are close to their heart. We get so busy with our days and our lives that we forget to reconnect or re-engage or reach out again to them to see what they need. Or the homeless shelter near me is one of my favorites. And whenever I do my show, I always think, oh, I got to put that on the list to pick up socks. They always need socks. So, whatever it is that you can do to support the causes you love near you, we just want to inspire that, a moment of inspiration from our show to that.
And sometimes it's just the small things.
It is time, treasure, or talent, and even just awareness, right?
Yeah.
Even me talking about the homeless shelter near me, or you talking about the causes and the Special Olympics near you, it might inspire someone to go look and see, well, what's the homeless shelter near me? Or when is the Special Olympics going to be in my area? And what are they doing? Maybe I can volunteer. So it plants a seed, hopefully, of something kind and something good. We want to spread that around. And speaking of inspiration, I'm a book fanatic, in case you haven't noticed. And I always ask my guests what book inspired their personal life or helped them grow your business. What do you got for us? Do you have a good book?
Oh my goodness. I think there's a book that I go to back over and over again called Get Booked by Michael Port. And it's not just so much about getting bookings or getting business, but it's about the mindset and the approach to that, which so many people just want to get to the meat and potatoes of things. But if you don't have the right foundation or the right mindset, that can derail you many times along your journey.
Yeah, it absolutely can. So say the name again of the book. I don't think I've heard
Get Booked.
Ah, that's a good one. Get Booked. I haven't heard that one.
Right.
All right. Now, you're an author several times over, I think. So share with us a bit about your books.
Well, I've got several books. I've got a lot of books for the entertainment community. the Entertainer's Business Toolkit. But the one that I'm kind of most known for is Press and Media for Entrepreneurs and Small Businesses. That was out, and then I ended up pulling it off the market and turning it into the course, because I doubled the amount of content. People were getting great press and media coverage, but they weren't very well trained in being a good media personality. Sometimes they'd get on an interview and freeze or choke up a little bit, and it's like, okay, well, we gotta do a little bit of work on that. The front end is getting the press and media interested in you, but the back end is you've got to be able to do the media segments comfortably and confidently. So that's now on my course and training. So, but that's been my most popular book, is Press and Media for Entrepreneurs and Small Business. Sometimes people find them on used bookstores and stuff, but most people now, because I've added so much content, just go for the course, and the book is part of the course too.
I love that. And that's very true, because the way you hold yourself, the way you dress, all of these things in a media appearance are so important, even just in the podcast learning, because I've been doing this 9 years now. I had to really I've had some moments where my nose is really itched, but you can't itch your nose when you're on a podcast. Don't itch your nose when you're on television. Don't do it.
Right.
I mean, there's just like little things, you want to fidget with your hair or
Right.
glasses, and these are no-nos. These are not things you do. And to not also feel robotic with your position,
Yeah.
your body, try to be natural, but also you don't want to move too much.
Well, and there's different kinds of behaviors for different kinds of media. A lot of times, if you're just doing a news segment with somebody, you might only have 30 to 90 seconds. Mm-hmm. So you're speaking in sound bites, but then you do a podcast or a newspaper magazine interview that's a little more long form, and you can get into stories, and you can get into testimonials and case studies and things like that. So what I was amazed when I added that to the course was the amount of people that said, it really helped me with my press and media things, but it also helped me be a guest on podcasts or speaking live as a live speaker. Some of the training from the course really helped them with that as well. So it was kind of universal, I guess.
No, that's fantastic. I really love that. And if you're out there thinking, well, wait, I've written books, I can help improve people's personal lives, I can grow their business beyond their wildest dreams, I need to be on this podcast, well, reach out to us and our team. We'd love to feature you. Now, before we say goodbye today to our amazing, the expert Rob Lange, and close out another amazing show, I would love to get a final thought from you. What do you got for us today, Rob?
Well, I've been a big proponent for many, many years, and I used to say this because I believed it, but the longer I've been in business and the more people I work with, the truer it seems to come into focus, and that is, what you think about, you bring about. Yeah. And if you're somebody that accepts excuses and obstacles, or you get down on yourself, that's the way your business is going to reflect that. But if you truly believe that, hey, okay, this is what I envision for myself, and you make that your goal, and that's what you're constantly striving for, I truly believe that anything is possible. The impossible is even possible. You just have to commit to it and make it happen. But what you think about, you bring about.
Yeah, and I think you also then attract support and help and resources and everything you need to achieve it. Get yourself some good accountability partners. I'm in several accountability groups and pods and organizations. And get yourself involved in some great programs. Maybe check out Rob's because they're the support, the check-ins, the how are you doing? How's it going? Have you done this yet? Can really help lift you and keep you moving in the right direction. Thank you so much for being on our show today, Rob. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you, Jessica. I had a blast.
All right, everybody. I am your host, Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals. And until the next one, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.